What is going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Casper's Kicks once again. Appreciate y'all for stopping in and checking out the channel as always. So once again, it is the middle of Thursday night football, so I was like, let me go ahead and just record this video for y'all. Y'all know I always end up somehow recording during the middle of a football game. It is what it is, but just getting y'all this information that I have for y'all. And I do have a review for y'all today over a shoe that recently released, so I'm curious to actually see how y'all's opinion is on this shoe, because it was a very expensive shoe and it is a Jordan 2, so curious to see how y'all feel about it. But starting off, of course, we're going to jump into the daily lace up, which, if you're not familiar with this segment of my videos, it's just an update of everything going on sneaker related in the world, just providing y'all with updates, keeping y'all up to date with everything going on. So today, not a lot happened. Like today is Thursday when I'm recording this video, so not much happened. We had a couple releases of dunks. Nike's been restocking stuff like crazy these past couple days. So we'll go ahead and just start off. We had 3 dunks released this morning on the Nike app. We had the Racer Blue dunk, and then we had 2 other dunks. Both were women's releases. So for the Racer Blues, they had 51,695, and that was a men's 6 through men's 15. And then these other 2 dunks, one is this orange, white, gold. They had 1,236, and that was a women's 5 through a women's 12. And then this other one was a patchwork, another patchwork dunk, and that was a women's 5 to a women's 8.5. They had 3,188 pairs of those. So limited amounts of dunks per usual. I didn't go for any of these this morning. I just kind of left them alone. So if you were able to cop a pair of the dunks, let me know in the comments. Now, continuing on, like I said, Nike's been restocking stuff like crazy lately. I've been seeing like a lot of Jordan 1 mids, Jordan 1 lows, and just like dunks as well. So if you were able to cop anything that Nike's been restocking over the past couple days, let me know in the comments as well. Like I said, I haven't really been going for anything. I've just been holding off, not really going for that stuff, because I just really didn't have any need for it. So hopefully if you wanted a pair of those that did release, then hopefully you're able to cop. Now the other thing is today, since this is being posted on Friday, today is the day we found out raffle wins on Flex for the Jordan 1 Yellow Toes, which is set to come out Saturday. So if you entered on Flex for the Jordan 1 Yellow Toe or Jordan 1 Taxi, set an alarm, do whatever you can just to remember that later this afternoon they will be announcing raffle winners. Y'all know how the Flex app gets. That app gets crazy. Hopefully it's fine tomorrow, but you just never know. So just be prepared. Do what you got to do to remember to go in and confirm your win if you went for them on the Flex app. And then other thing, I believe we should have exclusive access on Finish Line and JD today for the taxis. I think just pre-order pairs. I think in store they're doing either raffle or first come first serve. I've been calling my local JD and they keep telling me different things. I've been told they're going to be on the app, and I've told they'd be first come first serve. So I really have no idea what they're doing for in store, but pre-order pairs should be today at some point. If not, then I don't know. I guess they have late shipments or whatever for these Jordan 1 taxis, but yeah, that is the Jordan 1 taxi. So that is everything I pretty much have for the daily lace up. So the shoe I have for y'all today is the Air Jordan 2 J Balvin, which released a couple days ago. Now, this pair that I have with me actually was bought by someone on exclusive access, but it took forever for Nike to ship out the shoe. So they didn't ship till, I want to say, like last week sometime. So they shipped basically the day that they had the regular release for the shoe. So I don't know why it took so long, but that is just what happened. So we're going to go ahead and jump into this review. Now, the biggest thing with this shoe was the retail price. So these retailed for $300, which I know a lot of people were just like, yeah, I'm not going to pay $300 for this shoe, especially because it's a Jordan 2. And Jordan 2s are hit or miss. Some people really like them, some people really don't. It's just one of those shoes. So, yeah, that $300 price tag was kind of a turnoff for a lot of people. So we're going to jump into it. So starting off, sticking with just that J Balvin theme that he puts with his shoes. If you're familiar, this is actually his second Jordan that he's done. He did a J Balvin Jordan 1. That box had a lot of colors on it, and I had that shoe for a while, and then I traded it for another shoe, so I don't have it with me anymore. But sticking with the crazy design on here, we have the 2 lightning bolts on here in that green colorway, and they almost look like eyes on the box, and then you have that pink background on here. And then the bottom of the box is almost like a cream colorway, so it does wrap all the way around, and it does have that same style Jordan 2 box. So it does wrap all the way around. And then on this side, it does have Air Jordan in that interesting font, but you do see the lightning bolts on there and everything. Alright, now moving to the label. The label reads Air Jordan 2 Retro SP The colorway is Celestine Blue White Multi. This is a size 10.5 in men's, and like I mentioned, retail price on these was $300. Now moving to the inside of the box, so you do have a white inner top of the lid box there is white. And then if you go to the paper, so this box does come with two papers. So one has this cloud design on here. It is, you see that light blue has got the smiley face on there that we saw with the J Balvin 1. And then you have the Jordan Jumpman on there as well. And then continuing on, you have another white paper here, just all white paper. And so those are the two papers that you get in the box. I'll show y'all the inside of the box as well. Nothing on the inside, just a regular white box. Just nothing on the inside. Alright, now jumping to the shoe. This is the Air Jordan 2 J Balvin. Give y'all that quick 360 of these. Now, honestly, when I saw pictures of these, I was like, I'm not really sure if I'm feeling them. Like, I wasn't feeling them. But getting them in hand, actually, they're not that bad to have in hand. Even just like the different materials on here, the color. I like the blue color that they did on here. So I actually think they did a pretty good job with these, if it was my opinion. Now, starting off with the outsole, you do have that regular Jordan 2 outsole with that Celestine blue. And then you do have the white in the middle of the shoe with the Nike written out in white. And then it does have the size on there as well, that size 10.5. So that is there. And then moving up to the midsole, you see more of that blue at the front. And then you also have a white midsole. And that wraps all the way around the shoe. So as you see towards the back, they're all white. And then back over here. Alright, and then moving up to the upper portion is where you start seeing a different mixture of material. So you have like a ripstop material, you have a nubuck on here. So we'll start at the front on the toe box. So this, you see that nubuck material, and it is, I will say, pretty smooth, but it is in that same blue colorway, and it wraps onto this side as well. So you see it all around here, and then back up to the front. And then if we go to the back of the shoe is where you see that ripstop material. And this is the same type of material that we saw like with the Union Dunks. We actually saw it with this shoe right here. This is the Social Status Jordan Granville. This new Jordan model that released. We saw that same ripstop material or a similar type of material. But this one, you have it on here. It does have that like puff to it. So I don't know what, like, if there's anything cushioning in there, but it's got that puff pattern to it on this ripstop material, if you can see it there. Alright, now moving to the back of the shoe, it does have the J Balvin logo, which is that yellow smiley face with the red lightning bolts, and then you do have Nike written out in white on the back of the shoe as well. Alright, now moving to the laces of the shoe, so you do have 3 laces with these. So you have the white lace, which is already in the shoe, and then I will show you the other 2 laces when we get to the other shoe. But honestly, I think the white laces don't look bad in these, especially dealing with like the cloud pattern that you have on the back of the shoe here. I think it actually flows with that pattern, and it does look good with the blue as well. Alright, now I'm sure y'all are wondering, why is this shoe $300? Well, I will show you. So as you see, we'll go to the tongue. So these do have a white Wings logo on there. And if you press the button, as you see, they do light up. So that is why the shoe is $300. So if it's a button on the back of the tongue, so if you press it, it should shut off. So I'm trying to make sure because it's on. Yeah, there we go. And then you cut it off. I didn't cut it off. My fault. There we go. I can't see. So, but yeah. So that is on the Wings logo. So both shoes do it. They do have that light up on the tongue. Now the only downside to this light up tongue, there doesn't really seem to be a way to change the battery or charge the shoe. So once it runs out, it runs out. So I would, if you have the shoe, just be limited about how much you have the shoe on, and where you wear it. Just, yeah, I would just be cautious, just because you don't know how long the battery will last in the shoe. So, but yeah, that it's a cool feature on the shoe. I'm not even gonna lie, but that's just why the shoe was that much. Do I think it was worth it? No, but some people may like the touch. Like I said, it's not a bad touch. I just don't think for me it would be worth the price. Now moving to the inside of the shoe, let's do this. So let me untie these so we can actually get to the inside of the shoe. These are tied very tight as Jordan 2s come. Alright, so starting off with the sock liner. So these do have that cloud pattern, almost like satin material as the sock liner, and that wraps all the way around the shoe. or all the way around the sock liner there. And then going to the back of the tongue, you do see the lightning bolt with a smiley face, and that is where that button is for the tongue to light up. So that is on the back there. And then I go ahead and tell y'all the production date. So this production date was November 17, 2021 to April 6, 2022. So that was that. That sock liner is all cloud on the inside. And then we'll go ahead and go to the shoe tree. So you have a paper shoe tree with these. And then you also, this is the insole. It does have that same cloud pattern, and then it has Air Jordan written out on there. Now, if you're curious where the light up feature comes from on the shoe and why it's in the shoe, I actually did a little bit of research, and I'll read off my phone just to make sure I get the quote correct. But basically, J Balvin said, "Everything I do has to tell a story. I talked to Nike how I wanted to reflect my mental health journey in a creative way, and we discussed how I had to overcome walking through dark moments to find the light. That's where we came up with the concept for this sneaker. I wanted it to be reflective of how you jump towards the light in your dreams and elevate yourself to get through the dark situations in life." So once I found out why they kind of did it like this, and I was like, okay, it actually makes a lot of sense why he would put a light up feature on this shoe. I think that's a dope touch, especially with what it represents. And then it's on the Air Jordan, so you're jumping in a basketball shoe. It makes 100% sense. So I really like the idea and the theme behind this J Balvin Jordan 2. Now moving to the other shoe, and these have the two laces. So you have that same blue, that Celestine blue with these, and then you also have a green set of laces as well. But I think, like I mentioned earlier, I would probably just stick with the white laces with these. Now looking over the shoe, there are no differences in the two shoes, so they do look exactly the same. So give y'all just that quick 360 so y'all can see this one. Now, I'd be curious to see how y'all feel about this Air Jordan 2 compared to the other Air Jordan 2s that we've gotten recently. I know we've gotten like the Aimar Manier Jordan 2s, the Maison Chaton Rouge Jordan 2. I'm trying to think like what other Jordan 2s we have had recently. I think I just have the Aimar Manier Jordan 2s. And then we also have the Chicago Jordan 2s coming out later this year. So I'd be curious to see how y'all feel about these and how they stack up to at least the other collab Jordan 2s that we've gotten recently. But that is all I have for y'all. Hopefully y'all enjoyed this review over the Air Jordan 2 J Balvin. I'm going to get back to watching this Thursday night football game. As always, go and subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, turn all the notification bells so you can stay up to date when I post new content. Good luck on your flex reservations for the Jordan 1 taxis. Hopefully everyone that wants a pair is able to get a pair. As always, hope y'all enjoy y'all's Friday. Stay safe and stay blessed, and I'll catch you on the next video.